Today I'm going to learn you guys how to tie the FG knot. That is the only knot you need to attach the backing to a shooting line. It's just incredibly strong. Even though it's said that the FG knot is quite difficult to tie, I disagree. It's easy, it just takes some time because you have to do a lot of turns. But if you follow me through this film, it's going to be easy to create it. It's just the only knot you need, so please don't skip this and take your time to watch this because you're not going to regret it. I have already filled this beauty of a flywheel with backing. So the next step is just to attach the running line to this tag end. Here I have probably 4 meters out with the backing. I'm going to find a spot where I can take my spool around maybe 5-6 times. 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and I can just lay it on the ground. Now I can create some tension. So here I have the braided line. It's secured around a pole that I found on my trampoline, but you could do it everywhere you want. Just make sure that it isn't any sharp edges on it so you can damage the braided backing. Here I have the braided line tag end. I'm making 4 or 5 turns around my pinky finger like this. And here I have the shooting line. It's the orange one. I'm putting that on top right here and doing 1 turn around like this. What happens then is the braided line is curling around here. I'm doing the exact same thing but just the opposite way. So I'm doing around but on the underneath. That's 2 times. Do the same 3 times, 4 times. We're going to do 16 times. So that's, I do think that was 6, but around 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and the final round here, that's 16. As you can see now, there's a lot of curls around the shooting line, and it goes still this way, the braided, and a cross is formed by the mono. Pinch over it all and just uncurl on your little finger. So it's still like this. The next step is just to take 2 half stitches with the tag end of the braided line. So I'm doing 1 turn around both the tag end or the start of the shooting line and in between again, right here. That is a half stitch. You're doing this to secure the knot. That's 1 time, and you just do that again. Around, in the loop, and apply some force. Right now it looks like this, and we need to add a lot of tension on this part to make the braided line just dig into the mono or the shooting line. Okay, what I like to do is to take some turns around my hand with the the shooting line, and I'm doing exactly the same thing on the braided side. So you can see the knots here, and I'm in a position where I can really add some tension right now. I'm starting to add some tension, and what you can see is that it's starting to dig in the line. Adding some moisture and keep on going. I've used a lot of force right now. The next step is just to cut off the start of the shooting line. You can do it as close as possible to the knot itself, like this. And then it's just 2 more half stitches left and you're done with the knot. So what I'm doing is doing 1 time around and in again. Secure. And finish off with exactly the same, but this time you can turn maybe 3 times through the loop before you add the final tension, like this. Cut off the tag end of the braided line. That's this one. Here you can leave probably a half a centimeter. This doesn't add any tension when going through the rod guides. And here you have it, the FG knot, the knot that's the strongest of them all, and the only one you need to attach a shooting line to the braided backing. Professional.